So continue. CF number 13. Anyone who hates a Jew in his heart transgress a negative commandment. So that's one of the 613, right? Hates his Jew in his heart. As the verse states in Vayikra 19:17, you shall not hate your brother in your heart. Okay. So commentary, 1 second. The Kitzur there, so they say see below 189.5. Okay, it's we are on 29, so we're going to get maybe in 5 years. I don't know. The Kitzur there cites the expression to exception to this law. If one witnesses a person transgress a well-known transgression, Mishnah Berurah 156.4, and the person refuses to accept rebuke, it is a mitzvah to hate him until he repents. Right? So when people say you have to love each other, every person, it's not true. It's not true. Right? So that's one of the exceptions is actually from Shulchan. So if he's a sinner and you rebuke him, for example, he drives on Shabbos to the shul, or she drives, and you tell them, and they say, no, but Rabbi is good. This Rabbi, he has a parking lot ready, right? And I saw it many times with my own eyes. I was in one place, right? And so we were actually visiting somewhere, right? And we went to this shul on Friday night before Shabbos, of course. I brought my towels, brought my things, cedar and stuff like that, and we parked the car in front of the shul on a parking lot. So I gave the key to the rabbi to keep it in his office, and it was the only car. So before Shabbos, I went out. It was the only car. After we went out, the Shabbos was almost full parking lot. You understand? When we came in the morning, we walked, right? In the morning, I came with my wife. It was only my car. No, my car and maybe two more cars. That's it. So, and when we were coming out, there was full parking lot. So they consider to be Orthodox, very, I don't know what kind of Orthodox, but I mean it's not Jewish basically. And all of them got Elias and were very, 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 very happy basically. So if you rebuke a person like that, if you tell him you're not allowed to drive, so and he refuses, so you're allowed to, and it says even a mitzvah to hate him because he goes against HaShem intentionally. Right. Therefore, if someone wrong him, he may not harbor the hatred that demand and remain silent. As it says, of the wicked in Shmuel base 13:22, Avshalom would not speak to Amnon, neither bad nor good, for Avshalom hated Amnon. Okay, so let's see. Let's read the commentary and we're going to explain what it says here. Very interesting. So it says the Shmuel base, chapter 13, relates how Avshalom, rather than confronting Amnon, who assaulted his sister Tamar, nurses his anger until he had the opportunity to exact revenge by killing Amnon. Okay. So this Avshalom, for those, just to remind us the story. Avshalom, he was a son of David HaMelech. So David HaMelech had several wives, right? And from these wives, he had several kids. And from one wife, he had Avshalom and Tamar. Maybe there were other children from that woman. I don't remember exactly, right? So, but that's not the story. And from another wife, he had Amnon. So basically, this Tamar and Amnon were half brother and sister through the father. And this Amnon liked Tamar very much, and basically he designed a plan and he raped her, basically. And then then she said, okay, marry me then. And he refused. So the Amnon, who was the brother of Tamar, so he said, and so he was very upset. He was very Avshalom upset. Avshalom was who was the brother of Tamar. So he was very upset, first of all, because David kept it quiet. Maybe he rebuked Amnon, but not proportionate to the crime he did, right? Rape a girl. So basically, for this, he could have a death sentence, I think, right? And stuff like that. And she cried and she begged not to do it, and he did whatever he did, right? So and Avshalom did not talk to Amnon, right? Maybe curse him, I don't know, like maybe punch him in the face, but do something. He kept quiet, and he was. I think he waited maybe a year or 2 years. I don't exactly remember all the story details, but he waited a long time, and then he did design a plan and killed him. Kill him now, right? And the Kitzur said, don't be quiet. Don't hate somebody in your heart. So if you have a problem, go talk to that person. That's the message, right? Rather, it is incumbent upon him to inform the other person of his grievance, and to say to him, why did you do such and such to me? So basically, you ask this person, from my experience, so I had this some situation, and I asked that person, confront that person, and say, why would you do this to me? Right? And I don't know how many times I did in my life that, like, most of the time, that person had no idea what transpired. I mean, there is many stupid people, right? So he did not know, and they apologized, this and that, and so it was not intentional, for sure. But of course, in our minds, we design all the plans and how wicked they are, and their mother is wicked, their grandmother, everybody in their family is wicked, very wicked, and everybody is against me. But sometimes you have to just come not sometimes, it's halacha, right? You have to come over to the person and ask, why did he do this to me? And when you're saying that, you show like your side of the story, your side, and you start talking, and this person showed his side of the story. It could be two different things, so you would understand exactly why he or she said whatever she said, or he did or she did whatever they did. I mean, don't pretend that you can read some other person's mind. Just ask him. And why? So it says, why did you do such and such to me? And why did you wrong me in this matter? Commentary. But he may not talk harshly with him to the point of embarrassing him. See Mishnah Brura 156:4. Okay, so we can do without embarrassing. Just ask him, right? So just ask him nicely. This is proper course of action. As the verse says in Vayikra 19:17, you shall reprove your fellow. So, right, fellow is your friend. So don't go on enemies. Don't become an enemy. Just try to talk to the person. If the offender subsequently begs forgiveness for him, he must forgive him. So it's not, as we said before, it's not an option. You must forgive that person. But we said it in the Hilchas Tishu, actually. Sorry. Okay. And not be cruel, and withhold forgiveness. So not be cruel, withhold. I mean, somebody is asking for forgiveness. Forgive completely in your heart. As the verse states in Bereshit 20:17, and Abraham prayed to God on behalf of Avimelech. 21. Commentary. When Abraham and Sarah traveled to Gerar, Abraham was afraid that the countrymen would kill him in order to take possession of his wife. He therefore claimed that Sarah was his sister. Avimelech, the king of Gerar, sent his agent to abduct Sarah and bring her to him. However, HaShem did not permit him to touch her and struck Avimelech household with terrible plague. When Abimelech found out that Sarah was actually Abraham's wife, he begged forgiveness for his action. Abraham forgave him and prayed to HaShem to heal him. So basically, that's the story, right? So even though he offended him and did what is improper, even though he did not have any information, these things are not relevant now. What is relevant that he asked for forgiveness and Abraham forgave him and even prayed for his recovery. Was he obligated? No, right? Like if you think about it, but that's the proper way, and that's why he's Abraham, and we till this day speak about him and learn halachas from him. Okay, continue. Same seed. The following is found in Avos the Rabbi Nassim, end of the chapter 16. What constitutes hatred of people? Okay, so let's see commentary. Chapter 16 of Avos the Rabbi Nassim begins. Rabbi Yehoshua said, "The evil eye, the evil inclination, and the hatred of people remove person from this world." It then goes on to explain each of these traits. So it says here, one of them, the evil eye, right? So people have this evil eye. The evil inclination, Yitzhak pushes him to over this wrong direction. And hatred of the people. So, I know some people, they live this hatred, I don't know, for 20 years, 50 years, like since the childhood, this sister, she did this to me, that to me. It's like, you normal? You're 45 years old. You normal? How old was your sister? 7 years old? So it's and this it sounds maybe funny to us, but for these people it's as real as it was yesterday. And Perky Ovos and I was the Rabbi Nathan, right? Actually said that's it's a real thing. It kills the person, shorten his or her life. It's it's terrible. So continue back to Kitzur. What constitutes hatred of people? This teaches that one should not accustom himself to say, love the sages, but hate the students, right? Or love the students, but hate the common folk. Okay, so basically he draws the line who to love, who to hate in one sentence, right? Rather love them all, okay, and hate only the heretics. So don't put everybody on in the same basket. So, just because they're students, they're bad. Just because they come and folk, they're bad. It's not true. Not always true, right? So if go case by case, if somebody is a heretic, he said there is no punishment for whatever we do, so you're obligated to hate him. But if somebody is not heretic, he's just simple person, he does not know much, he does some awareness, you're not, awareness of, because of his desires, right? So in this case, we're not allowed to hate him. But if he does awareness that to anger Hashem, to get dafka, to make Hashem angry, then yes, you're obligated to hate him. But one more time, we go on person by person basis. Do not say that all of them are like this. Continue. Those who instigate others to sin, and those who lead others to stray from the Torah, as well as those who inform upon others to the authorities. So let me read one more time. Rather love them all, right, and hate only heretics, right? Those who instigate others to sin, to this Mahdi Rabin. So they say there is no problem. These people, as we say, that did not close. There is a roadblock in that show, right? It's to close the parking lot on Shabbos, but people, this Rabbi, he does not care. There is no problem for him when people come drive by car. Okay, I just hope when I realized what happened, I just hope that there is some people who actually walked. I mean, of course, I'm not sure how many people were in each car. So, but it was very scary. I saw some people walk, but I'm not sure. I hope there were at least 10 people who actually Shomer Shabbos. I hoped, but most of them came by the car, I think. Okay. So those people, this rabbi is who? Those who instigate others to sin. He's quiet. He's smiling. He's nice and he's very friendly. He said, "Thank you for coming." Yeah, but this guy lives 10 miles from here. What do you mean, "Thank you for coming"? The person is losing his authority. You say, "Thank you for coming." And those who lead others straight from the Torah. So, in other words, this clown speaker, they say there is all of these heretical things, as well as those who inform upon others to the authorities. And this is a big one that we're going to, I think, discuss this Wednesday, which is tomorrow. This is a special category of people. It's one of this category of people, as Rambam discussed. I think that I don't remember what was the number. I think 13, maybe not. That have no share in the portion, no portion in the world to come. Okay. And so the David HaMelech declared in Tehillim 139, verses 21 and 22, "Those who hate you, Hashem, I hate them, and quarrel with those who rise against you." So all of these people, as we just mentioned, they rise against Hashem, and you're obligated to hate them, right? To hate their actions. Otherwise, how are you different from them? David said, one more time, those who hate you, so they do it because of the hate to Hashem, because Hashem said not to drive on Shabbos, they still drive on Shabbos. Those who hate you, Hashem, I hate them. That's David HaMelech. So if they say, no, you have to lie for everybody, so you show them this Tehillim that they never read, right? And I guard those who rise against you. And I quarrel, and I quarrel with those who rise against you, right? With the utmost hatred, I hate them. Not just I don't approve them. With the utmost hatred, I hate them, right? I regard them as my own enemies, not nice people. No, David HaMelech said they are my personal enemies. Indeed, is in fact the implication that the verse states, Vayikra 19:18, "You shall love your fellow as yourself. I am Hashem." Okay. For what reason must you love your fellow? Because I, Hashem, created him. Thus, if he acts in consonance with the conduct of your people, meaning Jewish people, to follow the will of Hashem, you shall love him. But if not, you shall not love him. It's very clear. That's halacha. So if he goes the ways of Hashem, you're obligated. You must actually love him. If not, you're not obligated to love him. It's opposite. You shall not love him. Okay.